Hey guys, my name is Jamal and I'm the owner of JP Marketing. Today we're putting together a video here on how you can get more clients for your dental clinic using SEO, which is search engine optimization. So I'm just going to go ahead and hop into this. So we've been doing SEO since about 2009. We've worked with a lot of different local businesses, and we found that dental clinics tend to get the best ROI on SEO. So the overview of this presentation is going to be to basically show you how you can use SEO to attract more clients for your local business. And the reason you should be choosing SEO along with some other things is because it is one of the best long-term marketing strategies to grow your dental practice. This is because the longer you do it, the cheaper it tends to get over time. And this blueprint here is going to show you exactly what you need to do to rank your dental clinic higher up on Google, and this is meant for beginners or those that have some intermediate knowledge of SEO. For those that are advanced in SEO, you'll probably know most of this, but for someone that's just starting out, they may find some value in this. So examples of what SEO does. This is an example of one of our clients. So if we go online and type in dentist in LaPorte, Texas, they rank number 1, number 2, depending on the day of the week. And what happens here is now if someone's looking for a dentist in their area, they'll go online, they'll search on Google, they'll find their website, and they'll reach out to them via phone call, live chat, or a contact form which is filled out on the website. These are some examples of rankings for that specific client on Google. So if somebody searches for Invisalign or teeth whitening or veneers, you can see they rank number 1 on page 1, number 4, number 3, and these rankings tend to move up and down depending on what their competition is doing and depending on the work that we're doing as well. And usually once you start ranking up here, then this will lead to you getting leads on your website. People will go onto your website, they will submit a contact form, and then that will be emailed to you directly, or they will trigger a live chat or call you directly as well. And that's how you can collect leads from your website once you start ranking on Google. Some of the tools that we use, they give us some extra data as well, and this shows us how many times your website actually shows up online. Impressions just means how often you show up on Google, and here you can see all the different keywords that this client may show up for. Emergency dentist, Houston dentist, teeth whitening, pediatric dentist. We try to rank you for as many different keywords as possible, and you should be trying to rank for as many different services as possible as well. Now, when it comes to actually creating an SEO plan, how does this work? So, SEO looks at over 200 factors, or Google looks at over 200 factors when you're trying to rank a website. You don't need to worry about all 200 of these. We've broken this down to just a few important pieces. So you can look at SEO as on-page and off-page. On-page just means what you do on your website. Off-page means everything you do off of your website. And on-page SEO is broken down into two main things. One is content and one is technical. Content meaning the text on your website, the videos on your website, the images on your website. And technical is the coding that you place on your website, which we'll hop into a bit more as well, such as title tags, header tags, and other things you can optimize on a website. And then when you look at off the website, here we have things called backlinks, which are like third-party promotions, and your Google business profile as well, which we'll get into it a bit more. So SEO, again, the simplest way to explain what this is whenever someone goes online and searches for dentist near me, dentist in Miami, dental implants near me, and when you see these websites showing up either on Google Maps or underneath, the idea of SEO is to get your website to rank on page 1 of Google whenever someone searches for your services in your area. That's the simplest way to describe it. Now, when we look at on-page SEO, there's a few different things you need to look at. So when you build a website and when you place some text or content or images on that website, Google doesn't really understand what this is unless you are feeding it some information through certain types of code on your website. So up here, as you'll see, title tags. You have your header tags over here. You have images which also have tags placed around them in the code. And then you'll see certain internal links or bolded text within your content as well. All of these things here are placed here with a purpose. There was a reason for placing these on this web page that this dental clinic did, which helps them rank high on Google. So when it comes to on-page optimization, there's a few things you need to look at. When you're looking at off-page SEO, this again depends on how competitive your industry is. You may have to do more or less. But off-page SEO, an example would be your Google business profile. Is that properly optimized with your name, address, phone number, and your links for your website? Are you posting actively on your Google business profile like this company is? How many backlinks or referring domains do you have? These are basically third-party websites that link back to your website and promote you on the internet. The more that you have promoting you, the higher your domain authority, and that usually is like your online reputation. The higher your domain authority, the easier it is for you to rank for different services in your area. Now, when we're looking at backlinks, again, there's all different types of backlinks, and they all have different levels of domain authority or domain trust themselves, similar to your own website. So if you're looking at a competitor that has 1,000 backlinks or 1,000 referring domains, does that mean you need 1,000? No, you can build out less, you just need to build out higher quality links. And if you do that, you can build out less links and outrank your competition. And when you're linking back to your website, you want to usually link to all different types of pages on your website with different types of anchor text as well. So you don't want to just link back to your website with visit website every time or your URL every time. You want to mix and match a few different things depending on what you're trying to rank for. Moving on to your Google profile, this is something free that all dental clinics can set up. When you set this up, you want to make sure that the name, address, phone number, and website matches all of the other backlinks that you're going to build out, whether it be Yelp or Yellow Pages or Facebook. If your information matches everywhere around the net, you're going to rank higher. And on your Google business profile now, this is very important because you want to make sure that you are setting it up. You want to fill out all of the descriptions, add all of your services. You want to regularly post on your Google business profile, and you want to actively collect reviews. When you do this, when you start collecting reviews and when you start posting on your profile, and when you optimize your profile properly, now when somebody goes online searching for dentist near me, you can show up on Google Maps, and this all connects back to your website as well. Now, let's move on to actually coming up with your SEO plan for your content and other things as well. So when you are planning out SEO for your website, you want to come up with an overall SEO plan and then break that down into short-term and long-term plans. And this will allow you to target your low-hanging fruit while also working towards your main goal. So what does this mean? Well, for example, your main goal might be to rank for dentist in Miami, or dentist in New York, or dentist in Dallas. That's going to take at least 2 or 3 years to do. Your short-term plan can be to rank for things like dental implant provider in Houston, or Invisalign in Houston, or affordable dentures in Miami, right? So now what you can do is, as you're working towards your main goal, you can start targeting the low-hanging fruit so you can start bringing traffic in quicker and accelerate the rate at which your website brings in traffic. So what you will want to do here is look at all of the keywords that you rank on page 2 and 3 for, work on moving those up to page 1 so you can bring traffic in quicker to your website, and in the meantime, you'll start increasing for the big term as well. Now, depending on the region that you're in, and depending on how competitive your region is, it may take longer for you to rank for certain key terms. So, when you're looking at the expectation of how long it will take to rank, here's an example comparing 2 different industries. This is the counseling industry, and you can see for this website or client here, when they started off around September, they were ranking around number 60 to 70, and within 5 to 6 months, they made it to page 1. So they went from page 7 up to page 1 within 5 months. for this keyword, stress counseling, in Mooresville. Now, if we go on to a more competitive industry like dental in a bigger town like Houston, you can see here for this client, they were ranking around position 20, and it took them almost 10 months to get from position 20 up to about position 2 or 3. So moving from page 2 or 3 up to page 1 took 10 months for this specific keyword in Houston, because it's much more competitive, and as you can see, there's some ups and downs here, but overall it starts going up. And this is where you want to have proper expectations when you're trying to rank. For some keywords and services, you're going to rank quicker. For others, it's going to take a bit longer, and it all depends on the level of competition in your area, how much content you're building out, and how many backlinks you're building out. For your long-term strategy, you want to look at all of your keywords. So here's the graph example of how a website might be performing for all keywords that you might be looking at. You may be looking at 20, 30, 40 different keywords, and you want to make sure that over time it's slowly moving up. And then while you're doing that, you can focus on your long-term strategy for your big keywords, such as dentures in Houston, and then you can also worry about the low-hanging fruit. Now, one thing you want to do is you want to target as many keywords as possible. So every single service that you offer, every single area in which you offer in. So for dentists in East Houston, affordable pediatric dentist, teeth whitening, dentures, dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, emergency dental care. You want to rank for as many keywords as possible, because some will rank quicker than others. And this way, if you are focusing on your low-hanging fruit every month, what you will want to do is go into your keyword ranking tool, look at all of the keywords for which you rank on page 2, start focusing on those, build out more content, build out more blogs, build out more backlinks. As these make it to page 1, you'll find a new set of keywords that make it to page 2, and you just keep focusing on everything that lands on page 2, while also slightly promoting your big keyword, and over time you'll start ranking for the big keyword as well. Now, there's a lot of tools that you can use as well when it comes to measuring this. Google has some free tools such as Google Search Console and Google Analytics, but if you're going to also want to pay for some tools, then you have SEMrush, Moz, SE Ranking, Ahrefs. There's many tools out there that you can use to do competitor analysis, content planning, keyword planning. You can see what your competition is doing, where they build their backlinks, what content performs the best for them, so you don't have to just guess. You can look at what the best competitors in your market are doing, put together an audit first of all of your competitors, and based on that you can come up with a plan. When it comes to actual content planning, if you're a brand new dental clinic just launching for the first time, what you don't want to do is just launch a 5-page website, home, about, services, contact us, blog, right? That's like your standard generic website. What you want to do is you want to launch with at least 30 to 50 websites. And from there, you want to add on at least 2 to 5 new pages every month for the next 2 to 3 years. Eventually, when your content gets outdated, you will want to come back and refresh that content. But here's why you want to do that. If you just start with 5 pages, and then you start adding 1 page a month for every service that you offer, it might take 10 months before you create a page for dental implants, which means you won't start ranking until month number 10. And then now you have to work another 10 months to move that from page 10 to page 1. Whereas, if you launch with your top 30 services with some supporting blog pages, then from day number 1, you will be ranking for things like dental implants, veneers, braces, dentures, right? It might all be on page 10, that's fine. But now when you start adding on a couple pages every month as supporting pages, by the end of the first 10 months, half of your services might be on page 1, the other half might be on page 2, 3, and 4, and then you can create more pages to boost those pages over time. So when you're creating pages, your content planning should include pages for services, locations, if you have multiple locations, as well as blogs. So this is what an ideal website breakdown would look like. You have your home page, About Us page, your services page. About Us can break down into your team members. Your services should have pages for each service. Dental implants, veneers, Invisalign. Make as many as you can, and then make your blog section as well. And don't forget about your location pages. If you have 10 clinics, if you have 30 clinics, make sure you have a page for each location. And then you can build service pages within your location pages, so then you have proper services targeting each of your locations as well. And I can give you more info on this later as well if needed. For your blogs should work as supporting content for your actual service pages. So let's say you're ranking on page 5 for dental implants in Miami, and you want to give a boost to your dental implants page. You can write a blog about how to care for your implants. Does it hurt to get implants? And when you write these blogs, you can link back to your main dental implants page and give it a boost, and it'll rank higher. So your blogs should always be supporting content for your main service pages, but also content that can be shared on social media, because that will help you get a bit more exposure down the road as well. For your technical updates, there's a few things you need to look at. So once you create these service pages, once you create these blog pages, now you need to worry about the technical that goes into these pages as well. So examples of what you need to worry about would be your title tags, header tags, image tags, internal links, your page speed. Most people are on mobile devices these days. Make sure you have a fast website. FAQ schemas, local schemas, review schemas, pricing schemas, and meta descriptions. These are the main ones. There's some more out there as well, but these will be the main ones, and if you make sure to optimize all of these, then that will help you show up on the info box, that will help you show up in the AI overviews, and it will just help you outrank your competition as well. Now going into your title tags, this is what a title tag is. Basically when you're searching for something online, when you notice the first bolded text, that's the title tag of your website. Each page has a title tag. When you set up your title tags, you want to make sure to include the services that you offer and the area in which you offer them in. So if you have a page for dental implants, your title tag should say dental implants in San Diego, California. Right? You want to make sure that it's properly optimized so when Google reads it, it can understand what your website's about. Your title tag is one of the most important things you can set up to help Google understand what your web page is about. The next thing you can optimize is your actual meta description tags. Those are the descriptions that show up underneath the title tag on Google search. These are a great place for you to put in some extra information. If you're running some sales, if you're running some promotions, right? If you offer a free cleaning for every implant or something, whatever message you may want to give to your viewers, you can give it to them here before they actually click into your website. The other thing to optimize would be your header tags. Header tags on a website are your H1 tags, your H2 tags. You want to make sure that these tags also have your service and your location in there. So once again, if it's a dental implants page, make sure it says dental implants in New York. So that way when Google reads your header tag, it understands what your website's about. You want to use different variations of your keyword in your header tags. So your H1 tag might say dental implants in New York, whereas the H2 or an H3 tag might say affordable dental implants. Why choose us for dental implants? You can have different variations of keywords that you can use. Another thing to remember is your internal links. Anytime you add a link within your website and link it to another page on your website, that's called an internal link. And for your internal links, you want to make sure that you're using certain variations of keywords that you're trying to rank for. In this case, this person is using the keyword dentist in San Diego, and they're linking it back to the homepage of their website. So when Google reads this, it will say, okay, the page that this link is promoting is probably about dentists in San Diego. So let's rank that page higher for the keyword dentist in San Diego. Now coming to off-page. Off-page is basically everything you do off of your website. So setting up your Google Places account, setting up your Bing Maps, setting up Apple Maps, setting up Facebook, right? Anywhere where you may get a link coming into your website from off the website is considered off-page SEO, and backlinks are a big part of this. So one type of backlink you can build would be a citation or a local directory. This is like a foundation link. These will be your links like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Bing has this as well, Angie's List, Apple Maps. You can also find dental-specific local directories like dentistdirectory.com. And when you start building up these, this gives a boost to you locally, and it also gives a boost to your Google Maps. And you want to make sure when you build out these types of links that your name, email, phone number, and website all matches together with your main Google business profile. Another type of link you can build out is social profiles. Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Quora, Reddit, right? These are very good for branding, and in the future you can come back and you can post social profiles or social blogs on these profiles to get more backlinks to your website. So when you usually build out a local directory or a citation, the backlinks that you get from these websites usually go to your home page, and the benefit of that trickles down to the rest of the pages of your website. Same thing for social profiles. Usually they will link to your home page, and the benefit will trickle down to the rest of your pages. However, once you have these social profiles, you can then start building out social blogs. And if you have a social blog, then you can write a blog about dental implants and link that back to your dental implants page to give a boost to that specific page. And this is how you can start giving a boost to internal pages of your website if you're trying to boost a specific service or a specific location. Another version of this is guest posting. Guest posting basically is when you reach out to a person in your industry that has a website and you ask them to write about your website, write about a service that you're offering, or you provide them with some useful content in your industry, like tips on how to care for your dental implants, and they post it on their website, and they link back to your website. So this is similar to a social blog, but technically anyone can build a social blog, right? Here, you're actually getting a third-party entity, a third-party website in your industry that has a decent domain authority and popularity to talk about something in your industry and link back to your website. This has more weight to it than a social blog. And once again, this can be linked to your homepage or internal pages to give you a boost for different sections or services on your website. There's many other types of backlinks that you can build as well. You can offer scholarships, and you can do a whole scholarship campaign, and you'll end up getting links coming back from high-level universities.edu websites. You can build out image links. You can build out video links, such as on YouTube, or Vimeo, or Dailymotion. There's many different types of backlinks that you can build out, depending on what you're trying to do. Usually backlinks are a very important part of rankings, and the more that you have, the better you'll rank, but you want to make sure you go for quality over quantity when it comes to backlinks. So this was just a quick video to show dentists some things that they can do when it comes to creating an SEO plan. Again, remember, you want to have an annual plan that you look at. So you want to see, are you increasing in traffic or are you decreasing in traffic year over year? Look at the type of traffic that you're bringing in. Is it useful traffic or is it just fluff? You want to make quarterly goals, right? So every quarter, maybe you want to pick out 2 or 3 services that you're going to try to rank for. Build out content for those. So now this breaks down into monthly objectives, right? If your quarterly goal is to start ranking higher for dental implants and for extractions, then you make a plan for what you're going to do every month. Build out blogs, build out backlinks, and then bi-weekly what you can do is you can look at Google Search Console to see if you discover some new keywords or new variations of the keywords that you're trying to rank for. So this way, you have annual goals, you have quarterly plans, you have monthly reviews that you can do, and you have bi-weekly work that you can do as well to fit into your bigger goals. And if you do all of this, then this will be a great way for you to start building up more traffic for your dental clinic and we'll do our best to come up with a more detailed version of this. We have one coming up that's going to be about an hour and a half long. This one I was trying to keep it short, and I hope that this was helpful to anyone that's trying to get into dental SEO, learn a bit more about how SEO works and how it can benefit your dental clinic. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a nice day.